So for our next segment, I'm going to cover what is possibly a, in the magician's mind, a $300 technique. Juan Tamariz would be very impressed by this, as with many others, the way I've gone about the field and advancing the art of sleeving, in a sense, because it's just become lazier and easier, and it's just needed. And there's a whole model to it I actually want to show everyone here. So first, let me start with the basics. It'll be happening really fast, but first I actually want to show the vanish real fast. So it can be used with any vanish, in addition with any vanish. So let's say I do a classic palm vanish. I do a little wave, it goes, it really does go, and I could be able to display it to the audience, and my hands are really empty, and it really is gone. Or possibly on the floor, depending on perspective. And then I could produce it maybe over here, wherever.
Wow.
And then in the same way, I can actually get the coin, I could toss it up into the air, and it goes up into there, and then actually it just really goes. And people wonder where it's at, no one knows. Maybe on the floor, who knows? Maybe on a fellow spectator, who really knows? So,
wow, that's great.
That is Slitch, and first I'd like to start off, so we're going to go, we've shown it, we're going to go into a brief history, and then we're going to go into the learning of it. So very brief history of it. Let me see, right here. So this is very important that I show this, so it makes total sense, this.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang. This is the most important thing. This is the basis of everything. It sounds stupid, but it isn't. Now, there are techniques for sleeving. There's 3 types of techniques that I've noticed. There is the yin side, which is Jeffrey Wang, where everything came together that I could create the dark side. So through light, there is dark, through dark, there is light, and then there's the balance of there in between. So there are different techniques, and I'm going to read off the notes because I wrote it very, very beautifully. There are...
Good. Aww.
I'm praising myself. Aww. Okay. So for the light side, it's Jeffrey Wang's Now You Sleeve Me technique, where I don't want to butcher it because it's just such a beautiful technique, but get Now You Sleeve Me by Jeffrey Wang. It's basically where you're able to visibly, on the light side, visibly vanish a coin through sleeving, or I mean, it is in the title, Now You Sleeve Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't, it's so good that people actually don't believe it's sleeving when it happens. That I just did it.
Yeah.
People refuse to believe that it's sleeving even though it is. So that's his take. And then I hope I didn't butcher it. I pray to God I did not butcher it. Please. Love me, Jeffrey. We're cool. I gave you notes on that. Okay. Anyway, I seriously did because he created a brilliant technique. There is the balance side, which there's different sides to different techniques, but for specifics, there is the balance side, which is Perseus Archomit. I wrote it down. His name. Where is it?
Dolly Parton?
No, it's Perseus Archomit. I don't want to butcher his name. I actually want to give him credit. But he's also an illusionist. He created Lightspeed, where he's actually able to do his own version of... I won't talk about it, but he's able to make his own lightning fast. It really is lightning fast version of sleeving, but requires a intermediate to advanced level of skill to pull it off, using the basics as the foundations. I was able to do it, but it's so risky. I wasn't able to get it reliably as he was and many others were. And then there is the classic Rocco Solano, who won FISM, and I think I could talk a little bit more about this one because it's just using the classics, and he used the foundations, literal foundations, to win the World Magic Competition using the basics of sleeving, which is as you come up, you sleeve, you come down, you get it out. It's what everyone thinks of sleeving. He was able to do it and destroy everyone with it. So coin here, as you come up, you're sleeving it inside, and when you come down, you can do it. And because of that, and because of the way it's done and everything, you could actually do the vanish. You could actually sleeve at, whoops, I'm sitting, I do it poorly. Standing is a little bit better. But I actually can sleeve as I'm about to do the vanish, and because of that, it's considered a balanced technique. Now, my Slitch is not considered balanced. It's only in the dark side. So this is a dark technique.
Wow.
And because in essence, it does not work visibly, it's not balanced, so you can't interchange it. It's only used in the dark side to make a vanished coin stay vanished. You're like, but what's the point of that? Well, the trade-off, and I wrote it down, for the trade-off that can only be used to make a vanished coin permanently gone, it has the upside of being angle-proof, easy to execute, requires no skill to perform, and like literally, I've had people with no experience be able to do this in like the third, fourth lesson. My students, they're great at this. And on top of it being the easiest non-gapping sleeving coin technique out there. So what it's used for, if I vanish a coin, I vanished it using any vanish I like, or doing, just say this, I vanished it, whatever. Gone, I did the gesture. I can even do coat gesture, tug gesture. People assume the coin's gone. And then do just casual rubbing of the gestures. Got cut for a second, and then you're able to make it permanently gone. So let's go into the slitch. It's a sleeve ditch. That's what it really is. Slitch is sleeve ditch. So after you vanish the coin, whatever method, let's just say classic palm, you've done the normal vanish that you've worked so hard for. But you want to make it vanish easily without any worry or anything. So you've done it. You do the J. Nobilizada. This is where I have to give him credit. This is where the basis of it comes down for the cover. I do a hand washing sequence where I come across right here. Coin could be here, coin could be here, does not really matter. Pretty much the same thing. You just want to get it to right here on the finger palm to finger palm transfer. So let's just say here. Here, so you just come over here as you're hand washing to show the other hand. That's the context. You're showing one hand and then you're showing the other. But in doing so, you should transfer from finger palm to finger palm, or classic palm to finger palm, however you want to do it. You're just doing a hand washing like you're washing your hands. That's the basis. Different version of David Ross and Eric Jones's gestures, but essentially you show a coin, toss it up, whatever you want with it, toss it behind you, hope it didn't hit someone. Kidding. You show it there, empty, and then here's the fun part, because it's right here and you're right next to your sleeve, you're in perfect position to not do any advanced moves, just let it fall in the sleeve. And no one, and I mean no one, has come up with this idea. It's crazy. This is what 10 years of work has come to. Just being able to get show right here. And I'm exposing it right now. Just literally dropping the sleeve. But it's covered by the natural gesture of the hand washing, which no one can see. Toss it up, you do the hand washing gesture, and then as I do it, I did that. But there's some natural subtleties we'll cover. So we're right here, as we're showing the hand. We raise our hand on up, so it makes the ditch a little bit easier. We make sure it's 80-20, where the hand is literally there. It's an extension of the sleeve, so there's no flash. I literally let it drop in. No one can see it. And then I continue the gesture by wiping away the hands. You can tug away. No one even knows what happened. And that's one version. There's multiple versions of it. Bam, bam, do that, and then it's gone. This is the dream. This is a wet dream of every magician.
Yeah.
And no one's been able to do it. And I've just done it. It's the dark side. So now you can make any vanish permanent. I can do this. Oh, you don't like that coin? There you go. Well, now it's gone. Aren't you so happy? Oh, you're not happy? Oh, whatever. And then it's permanently gone. They have nothing to look for, and everyone's just going WTF. Straight up. It's insane. This could be done for that. I've been doing it for let me see. Put vanishes, where you put something inside. There's two classifications. There's the put and the take. I'm putting it in here, okay? Then there's the take side, where you can actually take it, and you could reverse the motion. I take it, okay, get it. I vanish it right here, and then you can drop it right here. Do it like this, drop it inside, and then do a waving gesture, and it's gone. Same thing. That's the basic version. So again, false take, okay? Give it a little crumple and toss it up or whatever. And then you can show it's gone. You could drop this hand in hand washing, show this guy's gone, and then literally just ditch inside the sleeve and no one sees it. I also have to give credit to Avatar: The Last Airbender episode, where was it? Episode 47 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. called Runaway, where the cheater uses a unique sleeving technique to cheat, to which Toph was able to figure it out and then use her earthbending to rig it so she always wins. So basically the cheater gets cheated. But I saw that technique with Jeffrey Wang's technique, the light side, and then just all these things coming together, and I created it. But people say, oh, but it's Eric Jones's technique, or it's like similar to it. But this is lazier. And then where it gets even bolder, I got inspiration from Justin Miller's project, the Bold Project from Illusionist, where I'm actually able to be even bolder with it. So where I can actually put it, toss it on up, and I can show it's gone, and I ditch in the same hand while I toss it up. So there's no extra gestures. It's just literally openly ditching it in there while I doing the gesture like I have arthritis, because I actually do have partial arthritis. I do this gaming. That's what gaming does to you. Toss on up, and then while they check out where it goes, it's already gone permanently.
Great.
And that's Slitch again, but this is a even crazier technique. You could even do it for the reverse side, which is crazier. Take it, toss on up, you show it's gone, and I ditched it.
Wow.
Fast, easy, lazy, reliable. Now for the first version of it, when I do the put vanish of it, I covered the take vanish, the last one, right? Mm-hmm. Take, vanish, toss it on up, do a reverse hand wash, come up and ditch it. Okay, so I covered that one. Okay, this is the third version. This is the more bold take. If you're more bold with it and you're already having fun with it, Eric. So this is where Eric's going to get really excited about this. So I do the put vanish, toss on up, it goes, and then as I'm just associating my hand like it just need to crack it or something, this is what people naturally do, and it's a natural gesture, I just come and I have my hand slightly tilted so it has a pathway, hands covering so it's from the front, it's good, and literally just drop it in there openly. And then misdirection, the bare misdirection is just looking up. So through the action of tossing it up, people are looking, I'm looking, people are looking, I'm just, even if people are burning this hand, they're just staring at it, and I ditch it right openly in front of them. And it's angle proof. Take that. And you don't want to do it all the time, because eventually someone's going to call you out for sleeving, even if they don't even know it's sleeving. So you can only do it occasionally, or after they've already called you out for sleeving. But regardless, you get the general idea. So vanish, toss up, goes, you're done. Gucci.
Genius. Great trick.
Great trick. Or slight. Turning into routine is where it gets fun. So like, I'll actually cover, I'll do it in a second. I'll show you the where it becomes a trick.
Okay.
In a second. The reverse version is where I'm doing a take vanish version. So put is putting in the hand. Take is taking from the hand. So in the take version, I take it and I do like just whimsically. You could be whimsical about this. I show it, take, and you curl. As you take it, you curl. You like a cop, curl. So then it's natural. And no one's focused about this because all the focus is here. So boom. And no one can even look that there's nothing here. I can almost flash it openly. There's nothing there, but everyone's going with the gesture. Toss on up because I'm transitioning. Larger action covers the smaller action. Larger action covers the smaller action. That'll be part of my next one. Larger action, smaller. Toss on up, and then you'll go, wait, what? And then I readjust to make sure everything's fair. And as I readjust, I just ditch it. And then just wave my hands as a continuing gesture. I did in slow-mo, but that's it. Gone.
Great.
Ditch. Again, show the coin, or flip it to there, be fair, because the eyes have lens that need to readjust, and you could do this yourself, like stare at one object and then stare at another, and you notice how your eyes readjust. In the same way, the eyes need to readjust whenever you flip a coin and point to here, so you have a lot of leeway from natural physics misdirection. Because if you think about it, eyes and lens are the same thing, they're just a camera. But one can do it automatically and the other can't. So take it, toss on up, show it's gone, then to give a wave, it's gone. Done. Now where this gets even more fun, and this becomes a trick, this is a segment for the trick.
The trick.
This is the trick. Learning what we've done before, I shouldn't have exposed the ending production, but let's just say we're taking an idea on this. Learning, having done the more bold version of, we could actually make the bold version of Slitch. I forget which version, just because I just do Slitch. Just the idea, the mechanics of it. So we got the coin there. Spectators can check it out. Okay, I can say this coin may be worth a lot, but it's worth a lot to different people. So like, let's say we go to China, this half dollar could be worth like, it could be worth a lot more. And you could do that, and then you're clean using Slitch, which is cool. So you could turn one object into a multi-production. So show it, take it, again, take it, squeeze it. They could hear it, and then you could actually display it openly as you ditch the coin. It's crazy. So it's a production, and it cleans up itself at the same time. So let's go into it. 4 coins, whatever you like. The production in finger palm, you could use whatever you like. You can even use a purse. Oh, depends on how well you can hide it. Little frog or little. I could actually feature your jewelry in here.
Yeah.
So with this production, so we got it right here. We just have some
rings.
Whatever you like. So we can have the ending production right here. Whatever you want it to be. So you got ideas? Let's go for it. We got the coin right here. We could hold it right here, but because I'm lazy, I am truly lazy. Like the correct version is to do it here, take it. That's a fancy version. Holding up here, like doing doing that. Fake taking it, retaining. But I'm lazy, so I just go for this and just cop out. It's the laziest thing, but I love it. Okay, take it. It's like you have something here. You close your hand over it like you're here. You got the coin right here. And you can do the clink. You don't even have to ditch it right away. It's your choice. No one's going to suspect it. But then you can do this. They're like, wait, what? One turns into multiple? This doesn't make sense. Then as you come up to display it, very fairly and openly, very fairly, you're actually ditching it as you come up to display it, coming down, ditching it right here, the coin using Slitch, and then you can do a cascade, and then you can show your hands openly empty, and the routine's literally and naturally clean up itself.
Yeah.
Using Slitch. Cool.
Great.
So that is for that.